Around this time of year, everyone gets into the plans for their New Year's resolutions. So rather than looking at another boot camp or um, 30-day challenge and stuff, I'm looking at what is it that I'm willing to commit to. Scott Adams, the cartoonist who created Dilbert, talks about that goals are for suckers, and the same idea of committing to process. And really, that's one of the things I've been looking at is what process am I willing to commit to. And while I was still continue writing and stuff, I really feel like video is one of the things that I'm getting more serious about. If you're like me, you probably tried a bunch of different things. Social media, content marketing. Maybe you've used Google Hangouts, Blab, Periscope, any number of tools. What really comes down to me is about connection and story. If you find a story that connects with your audience, then it really doesn't matter what you use. It sometimes barely matters the way how you tell it too, as long as it's in your own authentic voice. Two thoughts that I had this year around this idea of improvement and stuff. One is that you basically have to not only get started with something, but it's that idea of there's no such thing as getting rid of addiction, only replacing it with better addictions. And the other one is that really, unless you remove some past things, clear them out. I'm in the process of really emptying, different email subscriptions and stuff. Unless I create the space, then I won't ever have room for the better addictions, the better habits, the things that I want to really improve on. So one of the key things about process is that it not only becomes habit, but it also changes you. And that's really the key that I've learned about the hero's journey and the creative's journey and stuff, is this idea that you're not only basically achieving something, but it's achieving you in a way. As I was saying in my other video, I was pretty much using different excuses for not shooting. I mean, pretty much, without a car, I felt limited, and really it's one of those things I've been talking about, is this idea of thinking inside the box instead of that whole thing that people talk about, thinking outside the box. And the difference there is to really look at what you have available to you and finding new ways to use that. A friend and mentor, Dave, who I consider the greatest businessman you've never heard of, he showed me this. Basically, he helped these folks who breeded animals and connected them with folks who needed them. That's all he did, and he did the thing of making a 4-hour work week business just purely by doing what was available to him. It wasn't something that he schemed up, and he had different schemes and different things he tried and stuff, but this was just basically from forming connections over the years and then developing those and nurturing them. And really, that's the thing that different times I have to go back to myself, is just basically looking at who are the connections that I need to basically respond to and find ways to help, and really not to try to, kind of buy another, $5,000 coaching package or mastermind or whatever and stuff. It's just looking at what's available to me.